Though Craigmont administrators say that not having school on Friday saves money on buses and electricity for the school, there are some who believe that children aren't getting the education they would with a 5-day school week. Well, it's sharp, it's crumbly, and it's about to get a little pricier. Starting next year, when you buy from Ferdinand's, you're going to have to shell out a couple extra bucks to get your hands on a can of this Wazoo staple. Witnesses said this drain and another across the street clogged, causing water to pool up and then flood into the doors of nearby businesses. The WSU Thomas S. Foley Institute welcomed the chairman for the National Endowment for the Humanities to speak about the role of the NEH and how we as a society can answer the question, what happens when we start to lose ourselves as a culture? While many shops and restaurants share this strip of real estate along Grand Avenue, they don't all share the same perspective about how successful the city has been at supporting local business. Children in the town of Craigmont attend school just 4 days a week. 160 students from around the region meet in this high school for grades K through 12. Behind me is the WSU Plant Sciences building, which began construction in 2018. WSU received about $59.1 million from the state legislature for the project, which is just shy of $7 million less than they requested.
Pullman leaders have begun several initiatives to bring more customers downtown, but business owners say the efforts have shown mixed results.
It is difficult to say, oh, there's an increased business because, the transit routes were more openly displayed, or because there was a concerted effort made by the city to let people know that there's stuff happening in the downtown. But there has been more foot traffic.
Shepard says an advantage of a small town is that it is easier to have a personal connection with customers. Co-owner of recently opened Michelle's Closet, Michelle Kelly, said she felt welcome to Pullman and that opening the business was fairly smooth.
In Pullman, I think the biggest thing is the other businesses who are so excited for you to succeed. Right now, Daily Grind has supported us a lot, Flirt has, Monroe's, and all the other small businesses are excited for you to thrive, because then that means that that'll also help their economy.
Kelly says the planning department also helped her make sure she didn't pay too much for permits that she didn't need, and that the business fit within the overall plan for Pullman.
While many shops and restaurants share this strip of real estate along Grand Avenue, they don't all share the same perspective about how successful the city has been at supporting local business.
Shepard also says that the increase in parking ticket fines for 2-hour zones has hurt people's desire to shop downtown.
It's very punitive. It becomes like a very punitive scale. And anyone that wants to go downtown, on a weekend and go shopping, hopefully is going to spend more than 2 hours.
Others say that the number of vacant buildings is a problem that the city has yet to really address downtown.
I think there are unfortunately a lot of empty buildings, and part of that is just because of the people that own the buildings and expect rents far in excess of what a city this size would support, which I find a challenge. That I'm okay, but I think that's why you see a lot of empty space, which is unfortunate.
While there is disagreement among Pullmanites about what problems the city faces, there is a consensus that encouraging small businesses helps grow the local economy. In Pullman, I'm Luke Hudson, Murrow News 8.
Well, it's sharp, it's crumbly, and it's about to get a little pricier. Starting next year, when you buy from Ferdinand's, you're going to have to shell out a couple extra bucks to get your hands on a can of this Wazoo staple.
The cost of Cougar Gold cheese is going up from $22 to $24 next year, but food supervisor Eric Needham says the last price increase didn't really affect the creamery.
I mean, we didn't see any decreases in sales, and people seem to understand that prices are going up everywhere.
Needham says the creamery can't keep up with sales and usually runs out of cheese by November every year. To keep up with the demand, the creamery is making an extra 63,000 cans this year. The money will help build the new Plant Sciences building.
Behind me is the WSU Plant Sciences building, which began construction in 2018. WSU received about $59.1 million from the state legislature for the project, which is just shy of $7 million less than they requested.
In the original plan, the top 2 floors would be left empty because of the gap in funding. Now, with the extra money, they hope to finish the building by 2020.
think that where the money's going is it's a good cause. I just hope that the price increase doesn't really affect any revenue that they generate from it. So.
It just goes to show that you may not know where your cheese money is going. In Pullman, I'm Luke Hudson, Murrow News 8.